Good evening. Look at all of you here already. Hello. Oh my goodness. Everybody's ready. Yes, I went bright today. I just felt like being bright. It's helping me wake up, I think. Good evening. Hey, Debbie, Alicia, Connie, hello. Even if I didn't know your name, when you say hugs to everybody, that's like your calling card. We can tell who you are. Oh, so good. I'm glad you like these, Alicia. I thought it was time for one. And it was just like, could have done it next week for the holiday weekend, but I just felt like it was time for one now. So, maybe Carmi, hello. I already said hi. I'm sorry. I'll say hi again. Oh, okay. Thanks, Alicia. That's so great. Hi, Miss T. 83 there today. It's about that right now, I think. I finally got my window air conditioner in last night upstairs, so it's been cooling the house, which is good. Dave, hello. You guys, Dave, you're getting it. All these girls here. Oh, that's funny. So let's see what. Oh, it says 84. We actually did hit 86, which is warm. So, there's a big knot of a system up in Canada right now, and that's just like continues to draw up the south flow for us, the hot, humid weather. So, yeah, I don't know when that's going to move out. It's been sitting there for a while. So, oh, well, Debbie, thank you for watching the ad. I appreciate that. Oh, no worries, Alicia. That's fine. Hello to you. Good evening. It's cold there? Oh, that'd be nice. We're supposed to get chilly. Not tomorrow's supposed to be in the 80s yet, too. And then I think Wednesday's supposed to be like 50 something or 60 for the high. Getting down to the 30s for the low. And I was like, oh, man. I mean, just so drastic. Blame Canada, you don't mind. Well, it's over like Saskatchewan type of area over there. So, the western part. Hey, Megan, how are you doing? Going Green Mom. We only just started a couple minutes ago, so no worries. I don't know. I send the notifications out 25 to 30 minutes early, and I just don't know why nobody gets them. So, hey, Virginia. Oh, Dave, I bet that did feel good. 80s all weekend. Yeah, we've been just hot, humid, and stormy. It goes from nice and sunny and windy and hot and everything, and all of a sudden storms rolling in, and yeah, lots of had tornadoes and all that good stuff going on. Parker, good evening. Kiri, hello. Kiri, are you finally getting that rain that you needed? Probably more than what you wanted, right? Probably more. Caitlin, hello. Oh, I'm so glad you like Have You Ever. That's good. 91 degrees. Oh, that is a little warm. Yes. Connie, you've been bouncing from 50s to 70s. Okay. Hi, Mom. So, Virginia, either you're just teasing me with that or you have your mom on here. I don't know which. But... So, anyway, good evening to everybody. Hi. Yeah, it's been crazy. And I have not been able to get out in the garden the last week. Not at all. And I built the beds, and then it just rained like crazy. And then I took the whole weekend to take care of my dad. So I was gone, and he lives an hour and a half from me. So it's not like I can go there for a couple hours, then come home and do stuff, and then go and come home. So it's like once I'm there, and just got home last night. I've been working all day in my job. So, Oh, that's true, Thrifty BG. Absolutely true. That's so great. Grammy Karen, hello. Oh, 30s and 40s. Okay. Yeah, I know. Glenn, hello. How are you tonight? Just planted all your veg starts. Oh, nice. Oh, I can't wait to get out and plant. Um, some of you have been following me for a while. You know I have these elm trees that are on the edge of my property. And every spring they dump a gazillion seeds all over my yard and in my garden. Well, I've been kind of watching them. Last week they were just kind of getting green and stuff. And it's like, from my memory, I had like another week or two yet before I really had to deal with them. And my intention was to get my beds done, get them in there and cover them so that the seeds would fall in. Well, I went to get my mail this morning and then looking down on the ground, it's like there are elm seeds all over the place. And I was like, no, I didn't get out there in time to cover everything. Oh, it was just new trees dropping lots of seeds too. Yeah, it's like, it's early and I don't know. I mean, things are crazy. It's just crazy. I think this is a year that we can't count on anything being like normal in the way of weather. It's like, okay, this should be happening here and here and here, and I had this kind of time, and this, June should be like this, and it's like, I don't think we're going to be able to count on anything with that. So, your child at home had a Chinese elm. Oh, yeah, they're just these things are half dead, and so I get branches down all the time too and everything. So Patty, hello, you're here tonight. Good. That is possible, Miss T. And a moderate drought. I'm sorry, Dave. And we were actually very, very dry before last week, and we got a good bit of rain. I wouldn't say it's probably in abundance, but it definitely helped. Everything's growing really well, so that's good. Well, I'm glad you're here, Patty. That's so great. Before you forget to ask, can you eat pak choi after it flowers? You just planted the starts last week and you went out to water yesterday and half are flowering. I have never grown pak choi, so if there's anybody else in here who has, that would be sure great to chime in and help out Going Green Mom on that. I do not know. I would think that it's okay because it's a root, but I'm not sure. So, oh yeah, Dave, you do have a lot of oak trees. I remember that. Oh, thank you, Dave. There you go, Megan. You can eat it after it flowers, but it might be bitter. So, yeah, Google it. Michigan Daffodil, hello. All right. Well, I'm going to be able to, the plan is to get out and separate out my comfrey and get those all packaged up. I know Dave wants one. Can't remember who else on here would want one. I know I have it written down. There's somebody else, but if anybody needs some comfrey, let me know. I would like to ask $10 to help with shipping though, because that it costs quite a bit to mail those out. And you can just PayPal it to me or something like that. Pak choi will taste stronger after flowering. Still edible. Flower stems and flowers are edible too. Nice. Saute up some flowers, or add them to your salad or something. There you go. Stir fry. Put everything in there. Fir trees here seeded like crazy after the smoke-filled days. Oh, wow. Okay. Your comfrey died. Oh, well, it's so hot and dry there. Comfrey likes cooler weather, actually, or at least a cold winter to go dormant with, but and they like moisture. So if you need to try again, let me know. Speaking of comfrey, here is my oil that I did. It's been 2 weeks now, and Oh, I just shook it up. So the oil's getting pretty green. You can see that it has gone down probably 1/4 of an inch or so. And so I'm going to let it go another couple weeks, but I'll probably add a little bit more oil just to top it off, because I think the plant has absorbed a certain amount. But anyway, oh, there you go. You can see kind of the color in there. It's getting somewhat green where it was clear before. So I'm getting that comfrey oil to be able to make some salves with. Can't wait. He's so good. Oh, okay, next to the water trough. Well, it's probably something that the animals, the goats would love to eat that too, probably. So, oh, there you go, Dave. Yep. And that was a great video you had too, Dave, on the chicken feed. That's so cool. It's great that they're trying to figure out alternatives rather than just using regular, the regular means for making chicken feed and different things like that. So that was great. That was awesome. Oh, oh, I'm so glad. Michigan Daffodil is so great. And post office, new way to make money from mail items, padded envelope. They now charge the cost of a box. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I just remember last summer or last spring when I mailed them, it was somewhere between 10 and 12 bucks. So yeah. So yeah, food scraps, that's just amazing. It was just like, oh, we can recycle food scraps. I mean, you can give them to your animals, which a lot of homesteaders do, but for those of us who don't have animals to eat them, some things you don't want to put in your compost or anything. But that is just so great. I can imagine, like, from restaurants, all the food scraps they have there. Wow, like one restaurant could probably supply the whole business. That is so great. That is neat. You did make comfrey salve. Oh, nice. Oh, it's so good. Very, very good. I'm so glad for that. So, all right. I am going to give my garden tip first before we get going with Have You Ever? So, one of the things that you want to make sure that you have in stock, in storage or whatever, are some kind of row covers, whether it's, the meshy type of row cover. And I'm not talking about the black plastic stuff. I'm talking about like the kind of a tulle type of cover. Either that or a lightweight plastic or sheets or cloths or something like that, to be able to quick throw over your beds, or whether they're in ground or raised or whatever, just in case there's a last frost. So one thing that is helpful is to have them the size of your beds, already like pre-cut them, have them all ready. If you need to like label them or something, put a piece of tape on it or just with a marker and just say, this is for a 8x12 bed or something, so that if there's a late frost and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we need to get out and cover things, you've got things like that are already pre-cut, they're sized for your beds, they're ready to go, and just fold them up, keep them in a bin in the garage or basement or something like that, or shed. And then you just pull that bin out, get out there, cover these really quickly, so in 10 minutes you're done and you're not scrambling. Different things like that. So, Lynn, hello. How are you? Parker, I came across something at some point, but I can't remember what it was. So, you also use row cover to shade your lettuce. Oh, great idea. Give it some a little bit of cooler area there. That's great. And then you have them also for in the fall when they're early frosts, so that you can quick cover them and extend your season and everything. But anyway, my garden tip, more of a prep tip for the garden in that way. So All right. Have you ever, kind of a mixed bag of things tonight. So, have you ever ridden a horse or owned a horse? So, I'll give you guys a few minutes to start answering here. You can just say ridden or owned or whatever. And when I was, what age, 12 to going into college, ridden. Okay. Awesome. So fun. Ridden. Best friend had his kid too. He worked at a barn looking stalls. Good for you, Dave. Aw, that's so great. Well, we've got a lot of animal lovers on here, so I'm so glad to hear that. Horses are amazing. Hey, Matt and Sarah, that's totally fine. I get it. I really do. So, oh, that's cool, Alicia. You've ridden a horse, ridden. You owned a pony when you were little. So fun. Yeah, so pretty much all my teenage years, we lived out in the country on 65 acres. It wasn't like a farm. It's what we would call, right now it's what we call kind of a homestead, but it is more of we called it a hobby farm. So we had a kennel with collies, and we bred them and sold them and stuff like that. And then we had a couple horses, and we usually had, half a dozen steer that would roam our fields and stuff like that, and go to freezer camp in the fall. So that was always really good for a big family. But yeah, so we had a few different horses, a lot of stories and escapades with those. Oh my goodness. Good tip, Lynn. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely good tip. Keisha does sports medicine for horses. Nice. Oh, that's so great. Kira, you went on a week-long horse riding camping trip before 8th grade. I guess. Wow. Parker, you do? You need to right now? Oh. Well, if you are not feeling well, you need to get going. But if that's not the case, I'm not sure what else you're saying. So, she owned a horse English saddle. Nice. Yep. Dawn, hello. Your grandfather had a horse that you rode that was a total stinker. Oh my goodness, I know. We had one of ours was half Welsh, half Pinto. And so it was, more the Pinto size than it was the Welsh size. It had a fiery temper. I mean, it kicked out windows in our house. It just did so many things, bucked us off all the time. But I had one pretty good accident with a horse, and I won't get into that at this point in time because I have other questions I wanted to. I was 8th grade. Well, okay, it's not going to take that long, I guess. But we had just gotten 2 new horses, and we'd only had them like a few days, and so I had a couple of friends come over, and so we kind of quick saddled up, and I wasn't familiar enough with my horse yet or not, knowing that she really held a lot of air in when you tried to cinch her saddle and everything, even though I kneed her and got the air out and stuff like that. It was, so anyway, I got her saddled up, and we head down our driveway, which was half a mile long. And so I'm going down the driveway, and, we're just at a trot, maybe an easy canter type of thing. And there's the 3 of us. And during this time, I didn't realize that, she was losing some more of that air and stuff like that. When we get to the end of our driveway to the county road, which is tarred, and their horses just take off. I mean, they lose control of them. And of course, mine took off too. And she was brand new to me, so I didn't realize, what she would do or how to handle her and stuff like that. And needless to say, all that trotting and cantering before that loosened the saddle enough that as soon as we took off, probably went, I don't know, 10, 20 yards or something, my saddle slid around and I landed on my head on the tar road at a full gallop. And I was unconscious for about 3 hours, cracked my head open and good concussion, and in bed for a couple of weeks, and missed the total end of my my 8th grade year. But so if I'm a little loopy, you know what's happened. I hit my head. Oh, so hey Teresa, hello. Oh, putting up strawberries. Oh, how fun. Yum. Randy, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, that was bad. So but anyway, a couple neighbors saw what happened. One came and got me because I was like laying out in the middle of the road, and so they got me pulled off to the side. Another one got the horse, and so anyway, yeah. And I've fallen off a couple other times too, but that was kind of the worst. Yeah, that's why I'm that way. Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna keep moving on here. Has anybody ever run a race, whether it's a marathon or, 1K or something like that, or been in a triathlon? I'm not a runner, so I haven't been either, but it's good to find out if anybody else has been. That is true, Michigan Daffodil. It's like if that happened to me now, I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't make it. Ooh, broke her back. That's not good. Used to run track in high school. Cool. You walked 5K. Yeah, I've walked a few things, but yeah, not run them. So I used to dream about running, but did run. You only ran a PE teacher. Yeah, I hear you, Kiri. Oh, all right. Has anybody? The only ran. Hey, Will. Hi. How are you doing? Oh, Lynn, you're charged tonight. That's good. You did sprinting in high school, tore your thigh muscle to try it. Oh, Patty, that's ouch. You tried to run a mile. You trained to. Oh, I thought you said tried to run a mile. You trained to run a mile in the gym. Yeah. Oh, Parker, that's so cool. Alicia, you did the Terry Fox run a few times, and once I was at the front of the line as a local newspaper. Cool. Very cool. Oh, wow, Megan. For not running. Okay. Well, there was a good outcome of having to go to the principal's office, right? Okay. Has anybody ever been asked to give a public speech? Have you ever had to been asked to give a public speech? So that would be kind of interesting. Yeah, I have. That, not necessarily big groups, more at church and retreats and stuff like that. So you were asked who didn't do it. So nope, you'd refuse. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering, Dave. It is in high school. All right, Virginia. So cool. That is cool. It's part of your job, Lynn. Okay. So just in school, you feel too judged when people see it. That's why I don't put yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, Parker. To a city council as a thank you for their support and project you've done. All off the cuff. Nice. guys are all community minded. That's great. That's great. That's so good. So, speech is not required for you. The speech is an English class on the pass. Oh, I hear you. Okay. Have you ever gone to a U-Pick place? We used to go to strawberry U-Picks and raspberry ones a lot until I started growing my own strawberries. But so Megan said, so you had speech in high school and college. Probably the most public speech was when you stood up and spoke at Mom's funeral. Oh. Sorry, I'm just reading these. You had to go on stage to do your talent for your school talent show. You got through it. Apples and blueberries. Awesome. Used to pick berries every summer. You let others pick for you now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've done apples too. No, well, I've gone to apple orchards, but they're usually already pre-picked. So, well, Will, that definitely does. You've obviously picked there too. Blueberries and strawberries and pumpkins. Pick apart in berry picking. Yeah, there you go. You went to an apple orchard to pick apples and pumpkins, strawberries, blueberries, cherries. Oh, Christmas tree. Yes. I'd forgotten about those. Yes, I get a Christmas tree every year. So that's so great. Gone to blueberry, apple, and strawberry you pick. Strawberry, apples, strawberries, berries, lots of berries, right? Oh, so fun. Oh, that's so great. All right. Has anybody or have you ever skied a black diamond slope? Go from you pick berries to skiing. Christmas tree years ago. An apple you pick. A diamond slope is like the hardest of the slopes. It's really, really steep. So I need to plug in here. Nope. Yes. Double black. Dave, you live on the edge. Oh my goodness. That's true. That's very true, Will. Lots of work there. Cascade. Oh. You tubed? Oh, that would be good. Parker, that is one quick way to get down there. Absolutely. Oh, no skiing for you, Lan. Only did the bunny slope. Went with your school. Hit some ice. Oh. The bunny hill. You're 17. I did a lot of stuff when I was 17, 16, 17, 18 too. Yeah, on the slopes. We'd be skiing all winter long. We'd have our family had season passes, so we'd go out there every chance that we could. And there were a couple years I went with just skiing without poles. Yeah, and so it takes like a lot of extra core body strength and stuff like that. So if you're, especially if you're skiing the moguls and the harder things and stuff like that, and then kind of getting down and popping back up and doing all this stuff. So it was, our cousins went out there, so we were always like just kind of goof around on the slopes. You kept falling on the ice. Okay. Oh, Caitlin. First time you ended up spraining your ankles? Oh no. You rolled down smart. Oh, Will. Cross country skiing and steamboat. That's cool. Well, Virginia, I'm so glad that you were able to get out there. That's fun. Stay inside, drink hot chocolate. And we family does. There you go. Well, Miss T, that sounds really good too. We skied cross country backwards down a short hill into. Oh no! Oh, Carrie, backwards skiing doesn't always work. So, uh, yes, Dave, you do. Sorry, Nat, you do have some great mountains out there. It's so cool about having such small states too, that you can get around there easily within a short time. Snowmobile a lot. Okay. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you, Megan. Sean, hello. You always lost your poles as you were learning. Hey, well, good for you. Must be the Irish in us or something. I don't know. Oh, skiing without poles. Well, they don't have skiing in Ireland, so they probably figure, what are the poles for? Right? Sledding down ice-covered logging roads. Ooh, these cross-country skied in college with friends one weekend we could barely walk. Thank you, Karen. You're so sweet. So stabilizers. Skiing backwards is super. Yeah. Oh, that's true. That is true. When you're teaching like that, you do have to make sure that the backs of your skis have a little bit of a lift though too. Otherwise, you're doing that. So, oh, I hear you, Patty. Absolutely. Your nanny was 3. She milked a cow on the ground, and her dad was wondering why he was not getting the milk. That's funny. Your vertigo. It's a result. Okay. So sorry about that. You also have Irish in you. That's where you get your red hair. Your red. Okay. German, England mix bag. There you go. All right. Sean said you get on the lift, they'd force you to carry the poles, they'd drop them. Oh, that's funny. I can see you doing that. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Have you ever taken a boat on the ocean? It could be a Gulf too, like say the Gulf of Mexico or something. Or if you're in another country, Hudson Bay, it's huge. Yeah, either ocean or anything like that. Yeah, I know. Alicia's husband, Tim, is an adapted maritime. I think that's what it is, right? The adaptive maritimer, yes. He's a skateboarder. So if anybody wants to learn anything from him, yeah. Lakes. Okay, you've gone ice skating on a frozen river in Canada. Cool. Whale watches, travel to Isles of Shoals. Where is the Isles of Shoals? I mean, is it off the New England coast or is it in another country? Fishing trips, so cool, Sean. Okay, Megan. The question was, have you ever taken a boat on an ocean or like a Gulf or something like that? Your uncle had a speedboat and a ferry and a canoe. A cruise? Oh, how fun. Hey, Howie. Hello. How are you doing? Did a face plant a 10? I gave you a love you. Oh, Patty, that's not good. Brother's captain of a supply ship for the oil industry. Oh, sweet. Nice. Went on the ferry. Gets very seasick. Okay. I I went out on a shrimp boat a couple times in the Gulf of Mexico, shrimping. So it was probably, I don't know, 25 or 50 miles out somewhere, and I was in the middle of the night, so I couldn't tell the distance, but we would be shrimping out there, and not exactly a luxury liner, that's for sure. um, um, the last two questions. Okay, you get. I know sometimes you get into typing and the conversation. It's like, what is being said? Have you ever taken a boat on the ocean or skied a Black Diamond Slope? Those are the two questions. Yeah. Isle of Shoal is a group of 7 to 8 islands a few miles off the New England coast. Oh, so cool. Yeah, Matt and Sarah, you guys need to get out a little bit. Oh, mini ferry ride boats in the Puget Sound. Okay. That is so cool. That's so great, Dave. That's okay, Michigan Daffodil. That's totally fine. I'm just teasing. All right. Have you ever actually shared a share size bag of M&Ms? You know, they've got these bigger ones that says share size. Have you just taken it because it's like, oh, more M&Ms for me? Or have you actually gotten one and shared it? Just, I have actually. Not that often, but I have. Oh, never been on a boat in the ocean. Badger across Lake Michigan. That's a big lake. Columbia River bar is most dangerous in the world here. Wow. Ethnic food. My brother loves it when he wants to pass out the ship. I'm sorry, there's this gnat that's bothering me here. So I'm not gotten rid of him completely. So Howie, yeah, you have to take a ferry to the mainland. Okay. So it's like a regular occurrence for you then, isn't it? Man, Sarah, you just get 2 bags, right? One for each of you, probably, right? Dave, 100% share or 100% it's yours? Were we supposed to share? I like that. Yep. I hear you, Patty. Yeah, it's like your grandson is what, 6 months old or something, and it's like, here, oh, you know what? I know you can't eat that, so I'll just eat yours for you, right? Oh, oh, that's so funny, you guys. You can't buy one without sharing with your husband. He would eat them anyway. You know, if you really like me, you get the king size ones, and that's a little easier to share. Right? Now, if you said eat the family size by yourself, oh, okay, Sarah. Peanut M&Ms were your favorite? Oh, I do love peanut M&Ms. I like those better than the regular ones, but I like peanuts though anyway. Your brother's been all over the world. Cool. Never had the share on. I know it's something they've only put on in a few years back, but it was like, you know, then you can get the pound of M&Ms too. I hardly ever do that, but only for a party or something, but because it would not be good for me. Yes, a ferry to anywhere on the British Columbia coast to Alaska. So cool. How you live in such a beautiful area. I mean, all of you guys, they're beautiful areas all over, but I just, to be in that area, it's just like, I'll share all yours. Okay, that's 100%. Oh, that's funny. Well, that's good, Alicia. That's so great. Carrie, your mom once gave you 11 bags of M&Ms, each bag 1 to 2. I know it's like okay, after Christmas I'll start losing weight, and then they give you all this food, right? A pretend share uh, with your imaginary friend that's right next to you. It's like, oh, okay, here I'll give you a green one, but you know what? I know you don't really like those, so I'll take that one anyway. Right? Marine temperate climate like Italy, so beautiful. Sean, I know, it's hard. It is hard, especially when you live by yourself. It's like there's no need to share, right? You can eat, like if you get a chocolate bar, you can eat part of it and then come back and eat the rest, right? Uh, oh, Teresa. Oh, that's so funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, me, myself, and I. Okay. Um, have you ever eaten lawn grass? It may sound like a really, really weird thing, but when when we were little, people didn't spray their yards or anything back then. I mean, we're talking 50 years, 55 years ago. And so the grass, if you ever play in the grass and get really good down there and you pull up a blade, the little white part, that's not really the root, but it's kind of the below the ground part, and you pull it up. Yeah, Dave, you did too. Connie, you did. Yes. Um, you pull that up and you eat off the end, and it tastes just like a fresh pea. And I mean, not to eat the blades and stuff, but the little root part, it's very, very tasty actually. So, Sean, you did too. You do sweetgrass all the time. Well, there you go, Howie. Not intentionally. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you fell face first into it as a child. Oh, dandelions? Yes, does need four stomachs to death. You guys, oh, I love it. Oh, we need to go 2 hours with all this. This is funny. Uh, you used to make whistles out of the long pieces. Yes, if they were, especially the wider ones, they're really long, and if they're a little wider, we put it between our hands and then blow, and it would if you held it really secure, the top of the bottom, and you could blow through that, it would vibrate enough so it would make this not like a whistle sound, more of like a I don't know, just kind of a blurting sound or something like that. But anyway, yeah. Clover, so sweet. What did Matt and Sarah say? Oh, your dog, yes. Okay. Got behind here a little bit. Edible weeds, yes, and the pickle grass, but not lawn grass. Okay. You like the tall, weedy thing that looks almost like wild weeds. You pull the stem out, eat the white bit. Yeah. Yep. Eat the white bit on there, and then you can use the other part to, mulch or whatever you want. But yeah, the white end. PEA, Sean. Oh. Oh, goodness sakes. Patty, you ate several kinds of other plants or weeds, the cheeses from mallow and the clover flowers. Yeah. Yep, the whistles with the grass. Oh, those are so fun. I don't know if kids ever go out and do any of that anymore. I mean, we would spend 16 hours a day outside in the summer, just playing. And we'd be in the grass and the mud and the trees and going swimming and just being out there all summer long, and it was, we explored everything, did all kinds of stuff. So yeah, make mud pies. So we'd mix it. So we'd pull up the grass, we'd eat the little ends off, then we'd take the rest of the grass and then mix it in with some mud and make our mud pies and all that kind of stuff. We didn't eat the mud pies. Oh, the whistles are fun. Yes. Used to eat sour grass that grew in our yard. Lots of us did. It was good. I used to avoid. Oh, Tim, yeah, that would. Yep, you can slide on that much easier than you can anything else. That's really sure for sure. Sour grass, pickle grass. I don't know. Oh, they won't try it when show. If it wasn't raining, you'd practically forced outside by your folks. Yeah, yep. Yeah, you don't see kids today outside like we were. Now, Matt and Sarah, I think your kids are probably out a lot. You have a great yard for them, and you enjoy that too. So, um, so that's great. Okay, have you ever checked out a book from the library and forgotten to return it? If so, how long was it? um, I don't think I went more than a couple months on something like that, but I know that, like at our college library, there were some people that'd be like a whole year or 2 years or something like that. And be like, oh my goodness, that's. But when they start charging, 10 cents a day or something like that for overdue books, even a nickel a day, it's like that adds up after a couple months. So I did a few months. Yeah, I know, Connie, I hear you. Even years. Oh, I think with the libraries, there's a certain time limit where if something hasn't been returned at that point, they don't. I don't know if they cancel it out or if they. I don't know if there's a max charge or if there's or they just say that it's been lost or something on the computers. I'm not sure, but your daughter didn't take a book back to high school library and they wouldn't let her graduate 4 years later. Ooh, yeah, they can get kind of. Well, those books are expensive, so but not a week or two. Hey, Brenda, hello. Could overdue stuff probably at the longest spring forum. You guys are a few weeks. They should really charge you no more than the price of a hardcover. That is true. That's true. Now, when you get into college books, though, I mean, it could easily be over $100 a book. So that's yeah. The college has them in the library, and they're these would be more textbooks, I think. So, but yeah, it's like you don't want to be, um, that's expensive for a school to be losing that many of them. So I can see where they would start saying, unless you pay this fine or, pay this fine and return the books, you can't graduate. That'd be really. You lost a library book from public library more than 3 years ago. Oh, wow, Miss T. That's expensive. I know, Patty. That's, oh. Libraries around here waiving fees because it could be hard. Wow. That's getting overboard. Michigan Daffodil, I'm sorry. I know you're in Michigan, and that's a tough place to be right now. You volunteer at your small town public school library. You scanned every children's book to update. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's nice, Lynn. Oh, that's so cool. Some college reference books can be thousands of dollars to replace. Oh yeah, the reference books. Those would be really. Ooh, The Outsiders. It was like $15. Okay. The bill was over $100. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, you guys are going through some stuff. So, all right. This one's going to be fun. Have you ever used an easy bake oven and ate what you made? And I know the guys can do this as well as the girls, because if your sister had one, I'm sure that you you either ate something out of there or whatever. And I do have a story about mine though too. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I remember. How old was I when I got it? I don't know, maybe 11, 12, something like that, I guess. I don't know. Which seems kind of old to have an easy bake oven, but that's when my parents had gotten it for me. So brownies, yep, brownies and cookies, I think is what I think I had little cakes, because they give you these little itty bitty pans that are about this high and about this big around. And it's like a little envelope, and you mix in like maybe 3 tablespoons of water or something to it. You mix it up and you put it in there, and then you put it in there. This easy bake oven, for anybody who hasn't had one, it just heats by a light bulb, seriously. And bake birthday cakes for your twin. Oh, so cute. Your daughter even used your oven. Oh, fun. Your sister had one. I had. Oh, my brother Pete, who just passed away in January, he was middle child, and I call him Pistol Pete. It was very much a character. Well, he had my easy bake oven, and I don't know, he got mad, not at me, but I don't know, he was just, I don't know if he was even mad. He was just like always pushing the envelope on everything, he just kind of like, I'm going to try this out. I want to do this. He's prowling around for something to destroy. Oh, but anyway, the end of my easy bake oven, its death throes happened when he put a tennis shoe in there and peed on it in my easy bake oven, and then turned it on and left it. And my mom, I don't know, it was a couple days later, she goes out and she's like, what is a horrible smell? She couldn't figure out where it was coming from, and she finally found it. It was my oven. That was the end of my easy baking days. I know, right? I'm not giving you any ideas, Sean. You can't do that in your oven. Oh, the microwave cakes, yes. I know, they're little cakes. So they were so fun. They were really fun to be able to do. But fun cake mix. Oh, so great. You fit a shoe in there. Well, it was a kid's tennis shoe, so not an adult shoe, but yeah, it was. Shrinky dinks. Fun. Yep. Yes, he was, Patty. He definitely was. Yeah, he was naughty. That was definitely a good word for it. Hey, Julie, no problem. We got 5 minutes left. Oh, so it was enough for you. Okay. Have you ever, well, you know what? I think we'll do a short one, and then I'll get into my prep tip, because we still have that to do and only a few minutes left. But you have the Hot Wheels Master Caster. Make your own cars from a mold. Set of axles, wheels, melted wax. Okay. Melted all your crayons that leaked all over the floor. Oh my goodness. It needed its own special type of wax, it sounded like. Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I'm sorry. They would think that would be funny, yes. Yeah, creepy crawlers when I was a spirograph. Mine is annoying, but at least you didn't. Ah, okay. One more question, real quick. Have you ever dressed up as a clown? I have not. Well, I don't think, or did I? No. No, I was in, when we were growing up, we had, like citywide parade and stuff like that. And they would have a kiddie parade, and they would have, like costume contests and things like that. And so my mom was so great at making contests or costumes. One year we were all the characters of the Wizard of Oz, and so I think I was the Tin Man. I think. So, I mean, we had different things like that. Yeah, I know. Some people are just like, no, I can't do clowns at all. But other people are just like, yeah, we can do that. Oh, yeah, Connie, that would probably put the end to that. Absolutely. Age 2 for Halloween. Oh, that's so great. Oh, Misty, I just saw yours. I'm sorry. Trying to make pancakes on a light bright. Oh, that would be good. Dave, Mom was not impressed. It is a retro chat. It is kind of fun. And it's fun to find out what other people have done with these. And just regular makeup. As long as you don't go too heavy on that, right, Julie? The child who played an accordion on a float, you dressed up as a crayon for a parade. Oh, Patty, I'm so sorry. Yeah. You can't remember. All right. So I've got a whole bunch more, enough for at least one more whole Have You Ever, but we'll save that for later this summer. So, but anyway, my prep tip for tonight is with this summer heat that's happening, on your homestead and everything, make sure that you check all your supplies that you need for maintaining your homestead and fixing anything that might be broken down or whatever. Just like supplies of like PVC, pipes, hoses, gas, caulk, nails, screws, fertilizer, wood, water, anything that would be there, in case all of a sudden, it's like, oh, something breaks, and you go to the hardware store and you can't find anything because everybody's out of supplies. So these are just kind of the good things to have, it's just have that backup. What is the old saying for homesteads? 1 is none, 2 is 1, right? So to have a backup, to make sure that you've got it there. Like I said, especially right now when it's hard to get a hold of things. So make sure that you've got that done. Make sure that your air conditioning has been cleaned, checked and serviced or whatever, so that you can deal with the heat of the summer. And so anyway, so what else do we have here? Dressed up as Raggedy Andy. Oh, that was fun. Mom's law school graduation robe was black paper. There you go. We'll see, Alicia. It takes a while to come up with some questions, but it was a time of overall shorts, school picture, your bright purple and a hot pink shirt. I got my hot pink shirt on today. Your hair had been cut in firm, so basically a fro. Yeah, clean filters saved electricity. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, fire season, smoke, hurricane season, tornadoes, anything that this whole season ends up bringing. So, and then the heat and the sun can end up deteriorating things. It can, all of a sudden your hose can, degrade and break or whatever. So, anyway, oh, that sounds great. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming and sharing all this with me and sharing your experiences and your life. That's fun. These are really fun because it helps us get to know one another a little bit better too. And so I think that's really, really kind of cool. And try to braid a picture you found it. Oh. So plastic photo, yeah, degrades, keep them out of the sun. Absolutely. You're welcome, Alicia. Thanks, Michigan Daffodil. You guys have been so great. There's other lives all evening here, and so I'll let you guys go. Take care. God bless. Always have hope, and we will see you hopefully next week. I think I'll be here next week. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.